Well, I just finished reading this book by Emma Southon. Fatal Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and boy, it was super interesting. What it is it's the way, it's a picture of the way the Romans viewed murder during the entire history of Rome, you know, from the founding of Rome up through, I don't know, the end of the emperors, something like that. It's not chronologically arranged. What it is by topic. You know, people killing emperors killing people, wives killing husbands, husbands killing wives, that kind of thing. And so it's topically arranged, and consequently, it took me a while to read it, because what I did was I'd read 2-3 chapters one day, put it aside for a few days, read something else, and then I'd pick it up again. Now, I gotta say, this book is really funny, really entertaining. Emma Southon has what I guess you'd call a kind of a irreverent, regular guy approach to ancient history. And, you know, when my go-to guys for ancient history have been Mary Beard on the one hand and Tom Holland on the other, I'm looking at Emma Southon in this book, and I'm saying to myself, gee, this is too entertaining to be serious history. But then I noticed on one murder, and I'm pretty sure it was Julius Caesar, she consults or references 3 different sources for the murder. Suetonius, Cassius Dio, and Eutropius. And what she does is to compare them. And that convinced me she's got total control over all these ancient sources. And it's not just writing. She looks at inscriptions on tombstones and things like that. Very, very interesting. The bottom line is that the Romans had a much different view on murder, homicide, than we do. You know, for the most part, or a lot of it, they thought of it as kind of fun. You know, they were really entertained by gladiators, and, you know, I loved that movie, Gladiator, so I could kind of see why they would. And then there were a lot of murders that they really didn't care much about. You know, if a slave got murdered, so what? Women getting murdered, sort of the same thing. Very, very interesting book, very entertaining book, and I think it's a great supplement to more serious studies, more serious books. You know, like the ones that Mary Beard and Tom Holland pump out. I certainly recommend this author, Emma Southon, and I certainly recommend this book. A Fatal Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. Like I say, you know, I didn't read it start to finish, but I did read the whole thing. The whole thing was very, very entertaining.